Now, a question I get asked a lot on YouTube is how do you clean gas masks? And I've actually done videos on this. I've done one with a bucket of water and some disinfectant, and I did one with sort of polishing up a gas mask once it's clean using sort of silicone lube and stuff like that. But I guess some people want to know, what's the cheapest, easiest, fastest way to clean a gas mask, so I'm going to show you that here. So what you need is a decent sized sink, like a kitchen sink, your gas mask, and some washing up liquid or dish soap, whatever you want to call it. Fairy liquid's a pretty standard one most people use in the UK, but even your cheapo supermarket brand should work. Now, this should be fine for pretty much any gas mask that's not a really old antique that you want to be really careful with. The reason being is obviously gas masks, when they're in a good condition, are designed to stand up to some really nasty chemical warfare agents, so dish soap is obviously going to be no problem for a gas mask. That sort of goes without saying. So if you've got a gas mask that has removable parts, obviously don't put the filter in, but if you've got removable parts like on the S10, pop them off and put them in the sink separately just so it gets as clean as possible. And then what we're going to do is fill the sink up to at least cover the gas mask with sort of lukewarm, slightly warm water. You don't really want hot water. I don't think it should damage the mask, but don't do it with cold water, just do it with lukewarm water. You might want to, pretty liberally just throw a load of dish soap all around the sink. Just move the tap around. Just increase the speed that's going in. So basically what's going to happen obviously is the gas mask will be fully submerged in the water soon, and then when it's fully submerged we are going to leave it in there for a few minutes so it has a good soak in the sink. Now, what people have asked before is they said, oh, isn't it really bad to put a mask of metal parts like a GP5 or something into a sink? Not really. As I said, gas masks are designed to be quite hard wearing things, so as long as you dry it properly once you get it out, it's not a problem and you don't forget it and leave it in the sink for days. But you see all the water's coming through the mouthpiece now, like the S10's vomiting. So that's almost done. And that should be enough. So obviously, as you can see, there's absolutely loads of bubbles in that sink. I'm just going to shove the S10 as far under as I can. There we go. I think that's going to float up a bit, but as you can see, the mask's been pretty much fully submerged. So what we're going to do now is, as I said, I'm just going to turn the camera off for a few minutes and then I'm going to come back, and that way everything in the mask should have been pretty much soaked through. I've actually found with most masks, when you wash them in the sink like this, you don't need to do too much scrubbing yourself because the dish soap will get off a lot of the dirt anyway and it will just kind of go down the drain. So it will only be once we've drained the water away, we'll see if there's anything that needs additional cleaning on the mask. Okay, that gas mask's been in there well over, I'd say 5 minutes now, probably more like 10 minutes or so. Let's pull out the plug. Right, now I'm just going to rinse cold water onto the mask to get off anything that's still on there, mostly just bubbles. Now I'm just going to put the mask onto a side panel to drain off. Just clear up this sort of voice diaphragm exhale valve cover now. But from what I can see, the mask all looks really clean, so it doesn't look like there's anything I actually need to scrub on it now. So all I'm going to do now is just let it dry off, so that goes without saying how that works. So I can pretty much end the video here, and what I do is after it's finished off drying, I just simply, at the moment it's just drying, and as you can see it does look very clean, but I'll have another look, and if there's any little bits I need to clean, I'll do that once it's done. So what you just want to do is shake it off enough that it's not going to drip water absolutely everywhere, and then you just want it to put on some sort of draining panel so it can drain off as much as it can, or it can on its own. Then you want to come back a bit later with a load of kitchen roll, sort of paper towels, whatever you want to call them, and just finish drying it off that way. But as you can see, nice squeaky clean S10 now, very easy to clean modern masks. Most cold war masks as well you can do in this exact same method. So there you go, that's how you quickly and easily clean a gas mask.